Happy New Year!
Wish you a Merry Christmas. Woo! Welcome to Baja, California.
Yeah.
Breaking news, we got a dog. That's why everything's shaking. We have got a dog. We got breaking news.
Come,
baby.
there you go. So, I don't know. Hey!
On cue, we have a puppy.
There you go. Thanks, Bill. Never mix any kind of videos with animals and children, just for the record. Hope everybody is okay. Let us know in the comments where you're from. Can you hear us okay? And then we'll give you an update of where we are, what we're doing. We can see Sarah, Luca, hi. Nice to see you joining us. Avni and Sybil, the Mamuchos. Coming from, where are you all watching from? With Vilk, yes, that is Vilk. If you're wondering whose dog it is, we're dog sitting.
Yeah, we haven't really got a dog. We would love a dog, but we are far too many borders to cross.
It's really hard.
It would be really hard. I think because we're trying to drive around the world and there are so many borders and we're moving so fast, it would be dreadful.
Hi from Devon. Hi from Florida. Mozambique. Avni's in Mozambique. Wow. Colorado. Northern Colorado.
Wow.
Thank you guys for joining us over your festive period. I hope for those of you that celebrated, you all had a fabulous Christmas. We had a very lovely, quiet Christmas. We've been in this villa for the last 10 days, dog sitting Vilk, which has been absolutely amazing.
It's been a gift in itself. You all know how much we love animals and how much we've missed having dogs. In our married house life, we had many dogs. And so he is like just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And we're really lucky because he's so well trained, even though he's only a baby. So it's been a pleasure to have him.
Hi, Ben and Cheska. Nice of you to join us.
That's so nice.
Belent.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Thank you
loads
so
of
much.
you guys.
Honestly, we are so excited. We were just talking.
You guys are the best.
Yeah, we're so lucky. We were saying this morning, you know, two middle-aged old van attempting to drive around the world. Literally, our team is rooting for the underdog. I know we're not the usual travelers. I know Trudy isn't the usual overland vehicle. But as Ben and Cheska said in a post, when somebody was saying, get rid of Trudy, they attacked them and said, what? Trudy is awesome. She is an overland vehicle. So thank you, guys.
We wouldn't do it without Trudy.
We love our community. We love the support that you all give us.
Hi, Philip. Hi, Alan. Mr. and Mrs. P, Trudy and Dennis. I'm feeling the festive love. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, what?
And
wow, look at all
what a year it's been. Hey, I know we're before the new year, but what a year it has been.
It really has.
In so many ways. But we wanted to do a hangout with you guys over the festive period and thought we'd give you time for Christmas and a Boxing Day to spend with your families and just chill out.
Yeah, we have missed our family, but we've done lots of video calls and things, so that's been lovely.
But we had to hang out with you guys. We haven't done a live for a while, actually.
No, we haven't.
It's been quite hard on the road with internet and everything, but all good. Fingers crossed. I hope the signal is okay for everybody. Do let us know how the connection is. Long may it last if it's good.
Lisa. Wow, I can't believe
Cheshire.
From like Finland,
Trudy is forever the best fan. We wouldn't do this, and the news of changing the plans has absolutely nothing to do with getting rid of our beloved Trudy.
No,
I'll put that there right at the beginning.
Yeah, we would probably.
Nick.
We would probably get rid of each other before we got rid of Trudy. Jen, how are you doing? Oh, that's just amazing. Why do you say you can't continue as planned?
Well, we can't give the punchline away at the beginning. You're going to have to wait a little bit.
We have something as important.
Well, let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. So obviously, I've got notes, people. I'm actually trying to be organized. Yes, rather than just waffling on. But yeah, we're gonna give you an update on the World Drive and talk about some change of plans and why we've changed them. But as I said, we'll save that for a little bit further in the conversation. We'll also be dipping in and answering any questions you guys have, and hopefully we can answer them. And we also have some exciting news, and we just want to update you really on the Turtle Project in Turkey.
Yeah. So many of you helped us make it happen, and we are so grateful for everybody's support, past, present, and future, because it is a monster project. And from a woman on a beach to where we are now.
Exactly. So, I mean, there might be some people that have no idea what we're talking about, the turtles, but just very briefly, while we were in Turkey, we met a lone woman working on living in a tent on the beach to protect endangered sea turtles. And we were so moved by her story that as Tread the Globe, we said, we will do everything we can to help you. And we made a video. And with your help, you built a conservation center on the south coast of Turkey, in Manavgat, in the Antalya region of Turkey.
Yeah.
And we're so proud of
the work that Seher has done, the team of people around her, the support, the international funding support, the movement that you guys have helped us create, because, you know, Seher wouldn't be able to do it without support. And everyone goes, yeah, but you did it. No, you did it. You have helped us. We
couldn't do it without you.
Do it without you. We give a call to action and say, please help us.
And you did.
You help us.
You rocked. There you go. And we're super proud of what we've all achieved. And I know so many of you, I think there's over 1,000 names on the side of the building, which is still there. But I think we'll just touch. How many? Let's just have a look. How many of you? Let us know in the comments. Have you heard about our Turtle Project?
Yeah.
Just pop it in there. I know this is a slightly off festive thing, but we wanted to just really tell people what's been achieved over the last year.
Amelia from Wolvo.
Hey, I did see John Berry in the house as well.
Hi, John.
VW Adventures.
Hi,
Happy
Nick.
Christmas, Lisa and Phil.
Oh, fantastic. Sorry, the comments go quite fast and we still haven't quite worked out how to do it. But our lovely friends, Lilas and Maria, are on their laptops moderating for us. And they are just able to keep an eye on comments and answer any questions if we miss it. So, yeah, thank you so much.
Annabelle, you donated to the cause. Thank you. And I know so many, well, more than 1,000 of you did. But I've got a few notes here. I want to tell you what has actually been achieved. So if you go back to just over a year and a half ago, when there was nothing on the beach other than Seher and her tent, and
we actually did a call out. Maria and Lilas from the Mamuchos literally got off the queue from buying their ticket because they were actually leaving Turkey, and they came back and they got on another flight to come down and join us to film it. Ben and Cheska from Overlanding Sophia came down and filmed the opening and shared that story. And then Mick and Trudy came down and helped us as well.
There's just been so much support.
Other creators have come down, and I have a plan for the future where we're going to do a massive meetup with lots of creators. So stay tuned to this one, because you might get the opportunity to come to an afternoon tea party.
We'll have a party.
Tea on the beach.
Philip donated.
Yeah, we are so excited for the future of this project.
So I'm just going to really quickly just run through what's been achieved this year. These are some of the highlights. Decafog, which is the Turtle Association.
Yeah, follow it on Instagram if you haven't already, just to keep an eye on updates, and also check the GoFundMe page for updates there too.
They started working with 2 universities, students and a professor, because it was really important that we gathered enough data to prove to local authorities that it was actually worth protecting this beach.
In fact, there were 15 students and 2 professors that have helped Seher to collect the scientific data required to prove it.
And the GoFundMe funded their accommodation and food. And in total, they protected 353 nests. Yay! That's massive.
That is massive.
And approximately 20,000 hatchlings. Is that not amazing?
Boom!
You did that.
And there's more. There's so much more.
They collected 17 tons of rubbish on the beach this season.
Which could have been entanglements for the mothers coming to lay or the babies going out.
They educated 10,000 school children who came down in school buses, and they also went to some schools.
The future, and in fact, I've got to break in because you don't know this. I've just remembered our friend Blossom, whose daughter Amy came over to volunteer there, is currently received 2 letters of application for her to go to university to become a marine biologist. Saher and the Centre Decafok are actually changing the future.
That's a lot of Coretta babies. It is, but only 1 in 1,000 survives, apparently.
But that's why we need so much more. We need more.
So Saher has trained 16 beachfront hotels on turtle protection, and they now work alongside Decafok. So if there's a nest, they'll give her a call, and they know how to protect it until she gets there. They've also done huge work protecting, improving the centre. They've made it look much cooler, and
maintenance.
The Mediterranean seals that are living in that little river, which if you Google them are very endangered. They had a pup. They actually had a pup. They had
a baby. The Mediterranean monk seal. They had a male and a female. They were quite young, and Saher was swimming out and very discreetly keeping an eye on them. They've had a baby.
Is that not cool? Is that not the beauty of social media, that together we can actually make a difference? You did that. You did that.
So emotional.
I know. It always, when we talk about this turtle thing, it always gets us emotional. But in the future, there's some exciting things. They've been given a research grant.
Yeah.
So the nests will be officially monitored, and some of the turtles will be chipped. Jules, thank you so much.
That's so nice.
That's super kind. Really Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
And they've had permission to extend the centre, and they're going to put a library with marine and sea books, so kids coming down and stuff can all do that.
So it'll be weatherized, so all year round, Saher can continue the work, which Turkey is blissfully beautiful. But actually, when we were there, Trudy's roof hatch got broken by hailstones because they had a storm. So it can be really, really bad down there. Yeah, it can be. But we need to share something with you.
Well, first of all, I want to thank some of our awesome other YouTube community friends that we know online, because not only are we going to thank you, Jen, that is so nice. Thank you so much.
Oh, Jen,
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
We've got lots of creator friends that have offered to give prizes. Well, it's not prizes, it's a thank you to a select number of you. And what we're doing, we still need to raise money on the GoFundMe. And I know Christmas, and I know everybody, is short of money at the moment. But if anybody out there can afford to donate £15 or more, if you can't, just £1. But
and if you have been following us on the other social media, so many of you already have.
Yes.
You've donated, because I've been posting this on social media, but I've been keeping this here. £15 or more donated to the GoFundMe page up until the end of December.
Midnight.
We are going to put the names of the people that have donated
£15 or more
£15
on the GoFundMe page.
On the GoFundMe page, not here, on the GoFundMe page. The name will go in a bucket and it will be pulled. And our creator friends
have all donated stuff. So now, there's so many. Okay. So many. And we want to thank each and every one of them.
Everybody. And it's not in any particular order, because it's as things have come in and who we've seen. So, There are so many. We're obviously going to be giving sticker packs and things like that, and a mug.
We're going to give a mug away, a baseball cap,
and a
hoodie,
and a t-shirt. But there is Amy from Kinging modelling the t-shirt that they very kindly donated. That's the back of it there. So rule your own world. So that's lovely. Leave everything in wonder.
Sarah and Luca
in the house. Thank you so much. That's been really sweet. Now, this is actually one of our Patreons. Steve and Karen Batillier have donated a coffee, because they're from Lakeside Roasters. They've donated a coffee parcel, which will be sent out directly from them. So we'll pick a name, and then at that point, we'll ask you for your name and address. We'll contact you, and we'll do that, or we'll publish the names. You contact us with your name and address. That would
Yeah.
be fabulous. Ursel, who I saw his name in the house, Turkish
Hi,
Delight,
Ursel.
has insisted that he buys Turkish Delight and is part of this. We had a chat the other day. And
So
he said
somebody
that.
out there, if you donate, you might get a chance to get some Turkish Delight
Yeah.
sent from Ursel.
Now we've got Mr. and Mrs. Adventure. I'm going to show some more. These are the cards that I've been sharing on social media. So Eva Zubek, our friend Eva, has given us some dog tags that say "The world belongs to the brave."
They're
She's
very
given us
cool.
a couple of dog tags. We've got some stickers of hers. We've got one of her journals, which is incredible. Overlanding Sophia.
Sticker
Look
pack.
at that sticker pack, a T-shirt, some more stickers. F&A Van Life, if you haven't heard of them, they're a lovely young couple with a dog called Paco, who's got a tooth that does things. It's very cute.
Very cute dog.
They've given us a couple of books, the colouring books and Van Life books. Theo and B, our lovely friends, have given us a fantastic sweater shirt. We've got Gemma and Campbell from
Highlands to
Highlands
Hammocks.
to Hammock. They've given us one of, if you're in the UK or planning on doing the NC 500, they wrote this book. Now, I've also got, I don't know where it is. There it is. I've also got from Maria and Lilas a drinking bottle.
Ah,
Drink
cool,
bottle.
guys.
So thank you guys for doing that. Now, they're
And
going
also Mike from Fearless and Far.
yeah, has offered to give us something, and a few other creators in the background. But it's been such a.
It's been a bit manic.
We literally got the call saying the ATV is dying and we need a new vehicle. So we've been mustering
Ricardo.
and doing everything.
Ciao.
Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah.
So yeah, the money's basically going to be sent. So although we've got funding for some specific projects like extending the centre and tagging the turtles, at the moment, the GoFundMe is the main source of income, other than donations at the centre, that keeps the hair going,
Yeah.
pays for the sticks, the signage, the fuel for the ATV. The ATV needs to be repaired, and we need to get an updated vehicle so she's not walking
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah.
So there's lots of stuff. So the Mamook Joss is going to put a link in the comments. We're going to put a link in the video description below. And like I say, $15 or more, and
Pounds.
£15,
or
sorry,
more.
£15 or more, and you'll be put into the draw. And as a thank you,
Yes.
then we'll send some of you guys that.
Yeah. And we want to thank everybody. You especially, because you're the ones that are helping us make this happen. And there's going to be, once we finish this around the world trip, there's going to be one heck of a party on the beach.
There is.
There is
More
gonna
on that
be
later. But
one heck of a very quiet, red lit, so we don't upset any turtles, party on the beach. So thank you to everybody. You've been
amazing.
awesome.
So let's dip it. We're going to dip into the comments here. So if you've got any questions or anything, chuck them in there. Hi, Sandra. Let's see, who have we got? We're bringing the rum, Overlanding Sophia. You're coming to, they're heading to Baja. We're hopefully going to meet them.
We did, somebody saying about contacting the Floridian Turtle Center. We did actually contact them, but obviously they've got their own work and they're busy, and we haven't connected with them. But we have received a grant to now chip and put location beacons on the turtles. So if they turn up in Florida and they scan it, they'll actually be able to see that the turtles came from Manavgat Beach and the Decafot project. So that is a mammoth thing. In
Absolutely.
fact, Sahar should be watching this live in Turkey.
Hi, Sahar.
So hi, Sahar.
You're
Love
a
you,
rock
our
star.
Toretta family. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Absolutely amazing. I saw somebody asking, what do I film on?
Oh.
So I film on, I've got two GoPros. I've got a Lumix FZ2000, a DJI mini drone.
Mhm.
And actually at the moment, I don't use external microphones, although I have just got some Rode mics. So I'm hoping to improve the audio in Trudy.
Because I'm a bit far away and I need to be more projective, and we've tried, it didn't work. So now we've got some.
Oh, Kathy
microphones.
Foy, I just saw.
Oh, hi, Kathy. And John Berry.
John Berry, you're right.
Oh, look at
700 people watching and only 170
What
likes.
is that?
Give
What
us
is
a thumbs up, people. Come on.
There was a very good question. George C, how do you keep balance between editing, filming, and driving?
I'll tell you what.
We don't.
Oh,
We
it's
don't.
very, very, very. It's not a poor me thing at all, but it's very hard. driving 1,000
Yeah.
miles a week, filming 2 videos,
Yeah.
editing 2 videos,
Yeah.
and everything else. In fact, there is discussions that we might do 1 video.
Can I just point out that our community at no point is going to think we're having a pity party here, because they know we are positive. We'll get through. We'll make it happen. Tayfun, woo! We're going to see you in Istanbul in March. Woo! Can't wait to see you. So yeah, we're going to we don't balance it well. We're still working it out. I have to be honest, North America has been the hardest place for us
because
so
of the
far.
distance.
Because as a European, as you know, the UK, like 1,000 miles from one end to the other, you know, that is what I did last week before we got here to Dogs at Vilk. I did 1,000 miles.
So,
and I'm doing that every couple of days. We're doing between, in fact, we have Carlock. We were very kindly sponsored by Carlock, and they send us a report, which we share on our Patreon. And it shows how many miles I do a week, or how many, if I sudden stops, cornering.
If she does
if
a
I
dodgy
do any bad driving, it gives me a percentage. It rates me out a percentage. And I'd like to say that I have 100%, 99.9% of the time. But yeah, it's been mad. I couldn't imagine the distance.
Thea and B, you're still rocking Julia's glasses.
Are you there? Oh yeah, these are Julia's glasses. So if this is not a tribute to Amy from King in It.
I think they suit her though. I like the big glasses.
I love
Amy started it, and I think it's a thing.
This isn't a tribute to her. What happened is that one of the arms of my glasses fell off. In fact, these are starting to look like they're going as well. So one of the arms came off, and Julia, who is 86 years old, she's my auntie.
Oh, Bjorn, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You may have seen her on the videos. She said, "Oh, I've got lots of pairs. Why don't you try those?" And I was thinking, if I have the eyes of an 86-year-old who hasn't had cataract surgery, I'm in trouble. And I put them on, and they blooming work.
They do. I think they suit her. They make me smile.
I actually appreciate getting old. I love it. There are things I don't like about it, but I actually love that I'm getting old, and I'm enjoying the fact. And these glasses just make me smile.
So we've had a few people saying, where are we? Well, you'll notice that we're not in Trudy. So if you're just joining us, we are in a rented little villa here in La Paz. In Baja, California, Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shot down here quite quickly because we're dog sitting for a friend forever. And while she went home for Christmas.
Not forever. We're not dog sitting.
Not forever. Her name's Eva.
Her name is Eva, and we're looking after her dog. She's back tomorrow.
She's back tomorrow. And then we're going to spend a couple of months in January, February, or most of February will be.
Hi, Alan.
In Mexico, and then we are heading back to California. So we're coming back to California.
Alan Dawson's just put, "I've just been out of the room. Have I missed it?" No, you have not missed the punchline. We're dragging it out. We're like eking it out. It's like pulling teeth.
We'll come on to that. We can come on to that. So that is the plan for the next couple of months. We've got a van life meetup.
Did we escape the weather bomb? Yes, we did.
We did.
We've been in Baja probably about 2 weeks now.
Oh, we've driven we kept ahead of that weather. That snow was chasing us through Yellowstone and stuff. But the videos are still a few weeks behind, but we should catch up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But we came down. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went Route 66 through Arizona, Grand Canyon. We went to Las Vegas. Yes, Trudy Wild camped in Las Vegas. We then spent a night in Slab City.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh my goodness. You're going to have to wait for that video. I don't know any of you in the UK seen Ben Foggle's. There's a recent program on Channel 5 where he slept in Slab City, but it's America's only lawless city and out in the Arizona desert. And we just thought, we're driving past, we might as well pop in there for the night. So we did.
Sally, that's very sweet. Whenever I feel low, I watch you too. Your ability to seek and find joy is inspirational. Thank you. That's really sweet. Well, thank you. Yeah, we want to be happy. You know, I think in life, everybody's been through stuff, haven't we? And Chris and I have had our fair share. And when we first met, we were blind dated. I don't know, you know, obviously our close friends know this, but I'm sharing, we were blind dated. And one of the first things that we asked each other was, what do you want? You know, because we were older, so it's not about mind reading, is it? It's like, what do you want in life?
We've been married how many years?
26
26 this year.
And we were just like, we just want to be happy.
You know, you're getting old when you can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how long it was, or I don't get people saying, oh, he doesn't remember your wedding anniversary. And I'm like, actually, he tends to remember it and I tend not. But it's not, we don't have that kind of relationship where we badger each other or hound each other because the other one didn't do what they're supposed to do. We just want to be happy, and we are.
There you go.
Unless you upset me, and then it's like game over.
So let's share. Oh, so the last week we've been emptying Trudy out. We've been cleaning Trudy. We've been sorting all our stuff
Let's
out.
fly away. Is Trudy going well? Yes, she is.
Trudy
She's
is
doing
good.
really, really
She's
well.
still got the rattly steering column. We need a new boot for her, and we also tried to put new. The tires aren't bald or anything, but we always like to keep them in tip-top condition. And after driving to the Arctic Ocean and everything, we thought we'd put new tires on her before we shipped on. And you can't get 15-inch tires for Trudy in North America with the 3.5-ton weight.
Yeah, the ones that she has, they've got 6 ply on the side. They're protected. Lynn Smith, Patricia Pratley, and Karen Urquhart, thank you so much for your donation to GoFundMe. Thank you.
Thank you. You're a rock star.
So yeah, she has a 6 ply on her, the walls, and that's why in 5 years of traveling we've had 1 flat tire. And when people say, "Aren't you worried about having a flat tire?" We actually had a flat tire in Wales about 100 meters from the garage.
After we left Ireland, that first trip we did around Ireland, we ended up breaking down outside a garage. There you go.
Yeah, that was so funny.
And those were the days when I put the jack in. I jacked up Trudy. It was raining. 1 o'clock in the morning or something.
Really in the middle of the night.
And because we got the night ferry, because that's all we could afford. And I took the tire off and then realized I couldn't get the new tire on because the jack wasn't high enough and I didn't have any blocks, and it was a rookie mistake. And I'm like, oh my God. So I just put the tire back on, did it back up, and then we just slept there with the flat tire where we stopped.
In a no parking zone.
In the middle of a village.
That's actually a really good travel tip if you're going to go off in a new vehicle that you've never used before. And
make sure the jack is high enough.
Yeah, it probably seems really simple to some people, but for us, it was like we had no idea what we were doing.
Somebody's asking, how did, Louise is asking, I just seen that, how did Trudy get her name?
Aww.
It was actually my niece Molly. We just picked up Trudy, and I said to her, "Come on, Moles, I'm going to take you out. Let's go for a drive." And she was about 13 at the time, and she took us. She came out on a drive, and then she was like, "I think your van needs a name, Uncle Chris." And I'm like, "Okay, what should we call her?" And she looked at me and she went, "I think Trudy the Tread Van has a certain ring to it." And I'm like, I like that. And then she came back, said to Marianne.
This is when I'm going to embarrass the now 18-year-old. She came back and said, Auntie Marianne, Uncle Chris and I have decided we're going to call the van Trudy. And I was like, I'm not really sure. I need to think about it. And she went,
We've already named
she did
her.
This thing like that. And we were like, oh, okay, then. Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm sure some of you have got daughters like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Will Trudy need any spare parts? Let him know. Ursula, you're a legend.
So
Trudy will, but hopefully where we ship onto will have spare parts.
Yeah.
Okay, so this week we've been sorting out the van and everything. We've been writing out shipping routes and plans and working out carnets and all the fun stuff you do over Christmas to plan an around the world drive. I definitely need a secretary.
Hi, Sabrina.
And we were sat in the flat the other day, and I said to Marianne, I said, "Do you know, I want to remeasure Trudy's height, because if you've been following us for a while, we've been shipping on roll on and off because she doesn't fit into a container, and it's easier to ship into a container. Plus, it hopefully stops your stuff getting stolen, because we had like $1,000 worth of stuff stolen when we shipped from the UK to the US." I went out and I measured it, and I'm like, she's going to fit. I don't understand the height difference. And then we remembered, if you remember, we got a new roof hatch in Turkey because of the hail that Marianne said.
Oh, yeah,
they made us a new roof hatch, and the profile is so much smaller and lower that it will actually fit into a container now. We'd have to take the awning off. and would have to trim down the waffle board rack that we've got put
That
on.
Sean
Sean
put
put
on.
on in
Yeah, the
Vancouver.
spiky things are a little bit too high. So I've worked out, or we've worked out, if we cut that one down so that the first one locks on, and then we put the other one on top of it and lock them together, then that will be fine.
So yeah.
Rob Spencer, thank you very much.
Oh,
really
that's lovely.
sweet.
Cheers, Rob.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year to you.
And
Mick and Michelle. Mark and Michelle. I'm reading things
old
backwards.
people glasses.
It's my eyes. Did we escape the
been a
snow
change of
bomb?
plan.
We did. There has
Can
been
you
a
say it
change of
again?
plan.
There has, and we are going to break it to you shortly.
Okay, so first of all, we can get it into a container, and the second,
Oh,
I'll
sit down.
drop the bomb of where we're not going to.
Oh yes.
So after doing loads of research, not that we've already done loads of research, we have
Well, you
made
do research
this-
and then you tweak it, don't you? And then you find out even more, and then you go, generally.
Yeah. So shipping, anybody will know that's been overlanding or vanning or anything like that, that shipping a vehicle
Hi,
to
Chris.
Australia is immensely complicated.
Yes, it is.
And we had to, Trudy was going on a roll on and roll off. We had to empty the van. We have to inventory and photograph every item in the van and put when we bought it and how much it cost and blah, blah, blah. And they also, sorry, my brain, I'm reading the comments and it's hard to do. I can't multitask.
See, this is why I love Chris. This is why I love him, because he, you know how people cheat on each other and can be cruel to each other and be mean to each other. Chris doesn't, because he's so like directed and one focus.
I can't do more than one
cheat
thing.
on me if he tried.
It's hard enough looking after her. Can you imagine looking after two?
Exactly.
But yeah, so getting into Australia, there's also a thing with older vehicles about asbestos, because apparently in the US,
Hi, Hobo Harry.
there's asbestos in the brakes in the US, and so you have to prove that and pay for a test, etc. But cut a long story short, Australia, and we were also worried about. There's still a bit of the Dempster Highway mud under Trudy, and we can't get to it to really clean her out. And I know I've been told by some other overlanders that went to Australia that they find one bit of dirt, they impound your vehicle.
Their vehicle is impounded for $100 a day, and
Could
then
be there for 2 or 3
could
weeks.
be there for 2 or 3 weeks until they get to it, and subject to any backlogs or days off, and then they cook your vehicle
Exactly.
with plastic windows.
So we were so worried that we wouldn't be able to get it clean. When we started cleaning it this week, I was like, we're never actually going to get this like showroom quality, because you'd have to take the tires off. You'd have to get underneath and like really. And why don't car washes have pits where you can get underneath? If anybody knows one of those in California or in Baja or anything, let me know, because I've looked and I can't figure out how to do it.
Viral Polat, Kim Allison, Carrie Anderson. Thank you for your donation.
Decafoc, there you go. Saher's in the house.
Hey, thank you. There's Saher. Everybody say hello to Decafoc and Saher. She's there. I'm grateful to you. We shape the future together. We do, because the Turtle Centre may be in Turkey, but this is a global situation. We're a global family, a global turtle family, and we're all here to support you, Saher.
Hi, Darren.
We are all here to help you. Hi, Darren. How are you?
Hello,
So
Saher.
yeah, it's literally so important that, you know, so many things we see on the news are terrible and it's dreadful and there's nothing we can do and it's the end of the world. And we don't believe that. We believe that everybody can play a small part. You know, we're all just cogs in the wheel of the world. And when we were so lucky to have met Saher, to be able to have fun.
Don't talk about the turtles. You'll set her off. She cries every time.
I bet Saher
But
is crying
if
as
we
well.
got into Russia as planned, you know, this is, you know, before the problems over there. This is, you know, with the COVID thing. Then we would never have gone back to that beach, and we would never have met Saher, and just history and life and the story would have been different. Saher, you're going to have a chapter in my book when I write it. There you go. So yeah, so we've made the decision going back. We've made the decision that unfortunately we're not going to go to Australia, and the reason on this trip we will, but maybe on a separate trip. And I think the reason is because the risk of the finances is so great, because it would probably, I don't know, with the flights and insurances and everything else, we could be spending 15,000 to get us and the vehicle and everything like that to Australia, and then they could turn us away, and we might have to ship on, and that is a massive dent in and around the world budget.
Yeah.
So we'll save where we're going to for another 10 minutes.
Mark and Michelle are saying all things happen for a reason. Do you know, before this old girl and this old guy moved into a 6-meter van to take up the challenge of driving around the world, if you said to me the stars aligned, I would have gone, oh, that's a bit hippie shit. And although I quite like the hippie shit stuff, I think I would have been a bit more like, I think there's more than that. But actually, we found in the last 5 years that the stars have aligned and doors have opened in the place we need them to, and the positive energy that we're giving out, we're getting back tenfold.
And you realize, don't you, you reach a point in your life when you know you're not going to live forever. You want to embrace that moment. And 2023 is going to be another year where we embrace it, and everybody just embrace your dream. Just do or work towards doing what you really want to do deep down, because life isn't a dress rehearsal. And there you go. I'm getting deep.
And I think as well, I don't know if you haven't seen this, put this on your list of things to watch. Chris's dad messaged us and said you have to watch The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. And it's an absolutely charming story. And if you get the opportunity to watch it, watch it. But I realized watching it that being kind is so massive, because in a world where people are disconnected from talking to each other and seeing each other and hugging each other because of the internet and how the world has evolved, being kind and being supportive is like the biggest gift we can all give to each other, because everybody brings something to the party, whether they had trauma in their life, whether they had a good life, whether they've had, things happen in their early life and things happening in their now life. Everybody is going through something. So being kind for us is just something that we want to try and share, So that's Marianne's.
There you go. Vicky Thompson, I'm bringing you a bit of happiness. Make my day and say hi. Hi, Vicky. She's on a cruise ship on her way back from the Caribbean in isolation.
Yeah.
And you two are brilliant. Followed you all the way.
No,
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
So let's dip back into the comments and just see if anyone's got any questions or anything. What about the utter?
In fact, can I just say that one? John Darwin's just put, what about the utter poor and homeless? They should embrace life too. What we're saying is people need to be kind and help people. And everybody's playing their part. And we're very lucky in this community because people have really helped, Seher, who was living in a tent, helping turtles on a beach, given up everything. So I think everybody,
and everyone's got a story,
and it's very easy to say you should do this or you should do that, but actually we all are responsible for doing our bit, even if it's just a little bit. So
if we all do a little bit, it makes a big bit, doesn't it?
Everybody should do a little bit, and we can't do it all, and not everybody can do it all, but it is important, and our community have been fabulous. So exactly. They rock.
And the homeless people can't afford to drive around the world.
Of course not.
But we can help. We can help the cause, and that's and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you aren't shipping Trudy, are you going to ship Trudy to New Zealand?
Jack Finn.
No.
So talking to my auntie Julia, who was Kiwi for most of her life before she moved to Canada.
We've even got the maps and everything. We've planned the route.
It's something that we really want to do. In fact, we have to do. Otherwise, Auntie Julia will take her glasses back and probably slap me. And in fact, talking to Julia helped us make that decision, because to spend all of that money to get over there, to then potentially have fines, get the vehicle impounded, and it's very complicated. And really, we're just trying to get home. We want to get our vehicle and ourselves around, spreading as much positivity, taking one for the underdog, and just going
experiencing life, living the life you want to live.
So New Zealand and Australia will happen. It's just not going to happen right now, because we need to get home somehow. and that money we can use for something better and do it differently. So we're not going to be shipping to New Zealand or Australia. We will fly there.
But we will come. Anybody watching from Australia and New Zealand,
we will do it, but now is not the right time.
The
stars have not aligned.
We'll come and rent a vehicle or buy a vehicle out there and spend a year over exploring that.
I love alt living with Steve and Naz. They're like, but what about this? Are you going there then? What's that then? It's like, wait for it. It's coming. It's coming. South America. South America?
No.
No.
We're going around the world. We're not going down.
Around the
we
world.
did actually think about, you see, to drive around the world, it's either Russia or China are the two routes.
The most common and easiest routes to drive overland around the world.
For Brits. A lot of people
right-hand drive.
A lot of people go through Iran and then across Pakistan that way. We, because of our passport and just politics, we can't drive across Iran. So now we're looking at the route going. We got stuck going across Turkey into Russia. We couldn't go, so we came west. And now we're looking, and it's like China's still closed. Russia's a no-go. So then we're like, well, where can we go? Mm-hmm. And even when we get there, how are we going to do the rest of the trip? Because it's almost, it's not saying possible, but it's very difficult.
Well, and it's like this morning we heard on the news, didn't we, that China's thinking about opening up. The problem is that if you're going to fly in as a tourist, go and see an area and then leave, that's completely different to overlanding.
And driving.
We don't off-road. Well, not all the time, but we overland as much
Trudy
as we
wants
can.
to sometimes.
She does. So we overland to get home or to go on these adventures. And yes, sometimes we have to ship because there's water, and Trudy isn't a James Bond vehicle, although sometimes I wish she was.
Yeah, some people ask us, how did you get her across the ocean? I normally really straight-faced say, she's a James Bond vehicle, but don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ship her. So I think we should let's just tell them where we're going. So the plan is that Trudy has to be out of North America by the middle of March.
Yeah.
And 22nd. And we are shipping her to, drum roll, Japan. So we're going.
And the crowd goes wild.
So we're going to spend 3 to 6 months in Japan, and absolutely fascinating culture. Lots of nice. It's going to be really interesting to go and embrace a different, a completely different culture in our own vehicle that we've shipped there. So we're completely free, and it will be.
When Fisher, thank you. I'll call him. I'll message him. Thank you.
So that's really good.
We're going to Japan. Trudy is going to Japan.
We're going to drive her down through Tokyo. Can you imagine
Japan?
that? It's mad. My brain's frazzled. We've got so much to do between now and then because we still have to catalogue and photograph and box every item, like 2 knives. I bought them on this date. This is how much they cost, and here's a photo. Yeah. Can you just imagine doing that for everything in your van?
We are so excited. We went there years ago, and we saw the cherry blossom, and we only had 10 days, and it was just fantastic. I cannot believe that our girl Trudy is going to Japan. I don't even know if we have a flag for Japan. We're going to have to get a flag for Japan. Because we stick flags on the van.
We can buy a flag there. We haven't got a map book or anything. But so the plan is we're going to spend 3 months in Japan, or 6 months, 3 to 6 months if we can get the visa. And then we'll go on to South Korea because there's a ferry that goes from Japan to South Korea.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to assess. If China opens, we might head across China. If China, although it will be the wrong weather, so we'll ship to Malaysia probably.
Yeah.
So we'll ship to Malaysia, spend three months in Malaysia, and then we're trying to work on finding a way to get through Thailand.
Can I just say, Avni's gone, Japan? Leave everything and wander. Sarah and Luca are like, woo! And India said they're coming with us. Now, Sarah and Luca, I want to give you a shout out, actually. Can I say it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we plan driving around the world,
there was a few inspirations.
And
Combi
Life. Ben's just a superstar.
B&B.
Yeah, we've got such a fantastic community. But something that Sarah and Luca said at the end of their Alaska-Argentina thing. And I'm
Are you going to cry again? What's wrong?
I don't know.
You haven't taken your happy
Maybe
pill
I'm
this morning.
pregnant. Could I be
Oh
pregnant?
my God.
So they said something that really hit the core for me. And that is, we've done it. And for all the haters and the doubters, we did it. Because doing something like this is such a physical, emotional, financial challenge. And I know that you see all the beautiful bits and all the pretty bits, but in the background, I'm washing pants. We're driving for miles. Chris is spending hours editing. There is such a thing. All the stuff that you do in your house, like painting and decorating and maintenance and cutting the grass and blah, blah, blah. It may only be that big now, but it's on top of everything else that we're doing. And we love our job. No pity party. We
no
love
pity
our
party
job.
here.
No pity party. But sometimes there are comments that are savage and like, you're not driving around the world, you're shipping. You know, you're fat, you're ugly. What the hell are you doing on YouTube? There are so many comments that creators have to take on board. And I feel really lucky that I'm 55, because as a younger person, I would probably, you know, really struggle with that. But Sarah and Lucas said, this one, we've done it, for all the haters and the doubters. And I know that when we've done it, I will be hugging them going, yeah, we did it.
We've done it. And we'll be talking about that.
It is so incredibly fabulous.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
But I said to you the other day, sorry to interrupt you. I said to you the other day, we went over the Mexican border, and I said, we've just arrived in Mexico via Georgian-Russian border. We got up to the Georgian-Russian border via Florida, via Alaska, and via the Arctic Ocean.
Mad.
We've now arrived in Mexico.
Yeah, Trudy.
Now we're Granny and Granddad on tour in an 18-year-old van. And we're doing it. We're doing it.
Trudy's done 75,000 miles since we've had her.
Yeah, and we're so proud of what she's done and what we've done. So thank you, Sarah and Luca, for those words. They are really special.
You inspired us way back in the day.
That was a
so we're sending you back the love.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. Watching Sarah and Luca.
Yeah, from the start of their journey. Kathy's watching.
Yeah,
it's madness. You know, who would have thought this? When we got married 25, 26 years ago, I still can't believe it. And we've done it. We're so grateful for everyone's support, and to be able to be part of the Decafog family, it's just like the icing on the cake for us to be able to give something
we
back.
have a very cool community. You guys are just all
we really
cool.
do.
And I know that's my word this month. Every time I'm editing, I'm like, Chris said cool again. That's so cool. Wow, isn't that cool? I think it's, you know, sometimes you start when you're filming, you're like, I say too much.
Yeah.
You know, and then now it's gone into cool.
In fact, we're laughing because our friend Eva, if you don't watch Eva Zubek, then you should, because she is literally one of the best storytellers we ever know.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And we said to her recently, we were like, please, can you help us with our storytelling, because we're not storytellers. I think I probably got D in my English exam. I don't know about you, but I'm not a storyteller. I want to be able to describe things better to you and tell you more thoughtful things. And we're learning all the time. We're learning our craft and our trade of becoming YouTubers, because I can barely work my phone. So we're still work in progress. But yeah, Eva's gonna help us with some storytelling tips, because we want to share more with you, because we love our community and we're really grateful, and we want to work hard to make it a better journey and experience for you.
Thanks, Shauna.
Happy Shauna, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you.
I also saw there's somebody from Telford in the house. Our time van life from Telford, our hometown.
Woo!
Big up Telford.
And Hillary's put, you're in my living room. How cool is that?
Yes. Thank you for inviting us into your living room.
Thank you. I love the rawness. It oozes honesty. Yeah, we're always going to be these people. There's some
to try and keep. We like to try and keep it real.
She knows.
And you know, we're looking forward to over the next year. As Marianne said, we're going to try and improve the videos and the storytelling, so that you get to come on feel like you're coming on that journey more with us.
Yeah, we don't want to say it's cool, it's amazing. We're always going to do that because that's who we are. But we're going to try and put a bit more meat in the sandwich, or
and maybe have time for a bit more research. But the miles in the States have kind of stopped us spending the time for the planning and the research and
we've struggled
and stuff.
I do feel that the 1,000 to 2,000 miles a week has been quite
We've
epic.
changed since we started. We have.
Yeah.
Those
In
old
fact,
videos,
hold on,
cringe.
Hold on. Pelin just said Penang is recommended. If you want to see how we've improved,
Go back to our Malaysia
go
videos.
back to our Malaysian series and watch Penang. In fact, my sister Sue is on it, and
They're all doing Haribo
you know the
imitations.
Haribo adverts, with the rugby players with the girls' voices. So you'll see me, my sister Sue, and Chris say it like this, going, "I love the little hearts. They're all squishy and lovely." And my sister's horrified that I put her on YouTube doing that. But we're there. And we love it because they're like our holiday ones before
They were.
We started
That was before the world trip where I was practicing editing videos.
I think that's really how we first practiced.
That was the
we?
first.
That was the first
really
thing.
the first. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it was
Central
mad.
American
Angie
series.
Travels Telford here too. Oh, fantastic. We're actually going to be back we're going to the Turtle Centre around the 17th to the 27th of March. Shh, don't tell Sahar, it's going to be a surprise. And then we're going to do we'll show what's happening there. We'll probably go live down there and show everything that's happening. And then we're going to go back to the UK. We've got a lovely wedding. I'm going to be a bridesmaid.
Yay!
I'm so excited for my
the Trover
wedding.
trip.
Oh, the Trover trip flopped. It failed. It didn't happen. And we're really sorry it didn't work out.
So if any of you booked the Trover trip.
Yeah, we're really sorry about that. It didn't work.
I think that's just because of the world, the economy generally. People are hard up.
And that's
the
fine.
Turkish currencies, is a bit difficult at the, over the last year and stuff. And so we'll arrange a trip to Turkey again.
Yes.
And we'll come on holiday with you. And I also want to say that when we finish this around the world drive, it might be in it won't be in 1 year. It might be in a year and a half. It might be 2.5. It might be 3 years. Who knows? But when we do, I am definitely going to find a hotel, book the biggest function room, and have a whole party, a dinner and dance. We can all share stories. We'll invite all the people we've met on the way, and we'll invite everybody else until it's full.
All the people that have helped us, we want you to come to be part of it, and we're just going to hug and kiss and dance and celebrate. That we've done it. The underdogs made it. We're so excited to do that.
And what did you think of my Breaking Bad thumbnail?
Sorry.
When we went through Albuquerque and if you saw the video, we went to some of the Breaking Bad sites. Yeah. And I managed to, we drove out into the desert and managed to find the place that Walter did his first bit of dodgy business in the RV. Yeah. And I'm like, this is the best photo. I had to go to Walmart to buy some white underpants for that shot, can I just say?
Yes, you did. I like Jen's put, I've watched your earlier videos. You have improved a lot. How polite is that? They're dreadfully funny.
To be honest, if any of you are YouTubers or making videos or want to make videos, you should look back every 3 months and go, I can't believe it. I've improved so much, because you should always be trying to improve.
Put that bulge. I did actually encourage Chris to say, I said, put some socks in your pants.
I didn't.
He was like, I don't need to.
I don't need to. It was really bad because it's on reservation land and there's people driving down the road and stuff like that. So,
it was a bit embarrassing.
But there you go. Moving swiftly on.
Yes, no more talking about pants. Hi from Borden in Hampshire. My husband met you at Tesco's. I was going to say my sister lives in Borden. Yes, I remember. How are you?
Hi, Michelle.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I would like to thank. Oh, here you go, Decafolk. That's Sahar. Although this started as my story, I would like to thank everyone who gave 3,000 students the opportunity to learn about the environment and get to know nature every month.
You're
now
amazing,
I have a big
Sahar.
Coretta family. I am also grateful for making me feel that I am not alone in the world. Stop it! She always.
You'll make her cry again. No more crying.
You're not alone. We all love you. We're all here to support you. And
exactly.
We will never let you down.
And we're coming to see you in a few months.
Surprise.
Surprise. Get your spare room ready. We're coming.
Yeah, we're going to come and see you, and it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, we're really excited.
Is it possible to travel freely through China? No. you have to hire a guide. It's very expensive. That's why the original route was Russia. And it's still going to be probably even more so expensive, but it will be easier than shipping from Malaysia to India to, you see, we can't drive through Saudi Arabia through the Middle East because we have a right-hand drive vehicle.
Yeah.
Which is why we also can't do some of the Central American countries.
Yeah.
That's a disadvantage of having a right-hand drive vehicle.
Yeah.
So we might have to, if we do the India-Pakistan route, we might then have to ship down to South Africa.
We can't go into Iran as well.
And Myanmar, Iran. You know, this you just can't. You know,
you can't because some of them you can't because of the passport we hold. The British passport isn't allowed in every country, and also there are countries that I wouldn't go right now as a woman because I think it's wrong. So yeah, it's quite interesting.
Oh, thank you, Trini. Trini.
I'm sorry, I've just.
I don't know. I hope we've pronounced that right.
I think I've just slaughtered your name, and I'm really sorry.
Trine, Trini, Trin.
Thank you. So yeah, we're going to be going to Japan, then we're going to be going to South Korea, and then we're going to be we're probably going to be shipping to Malaysia.
I think up to Malaysia we know because the weather would be too cold to drive across China if it opened.
Yeah.
And then
we'll share more then because the thing is, we can tell you a whole plan, but the world
changes.
The world is still changing. Things are changing. In fact, we were looking at a post about China this morning, and ultimately, it was last week's, and things have already changed. If you do go through China, you have to pay for a guide. You have to have a driving license in Chinese. You have to have a Chinese number plate, and there is a route that you have to follow. So, but it would be overland, the easiest route for us to get through. But we'll do this because we make it happen.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's complicated, but as I say, the feeling we're going to get when we cross the finish line and step back. I mean, theoretically. I mean, it was always the UK to the UK, but theoretically, if we make it to Signali in Georgia, that means Trudy physically made it all the way around the world.
Well, I'm actually decided,
and it's the wine capital, so we should go on a wine tour.
I'm going to have a party in Signali because that's where I have my birthday party. Then I'm going to have a party
in Turkey,
in Cappadocia with our friends Murat there. Then we're going to go down to Manavgat and do a turtle party. Then we're going to go to our Dalian family,
and then the big one will be in England.
To Istanbul, and then we're going to have to ship home because we won't have an MOT, and there will be a big one in England. So, yeah.
So who would be up for coming to a party in the UK?
Yeah, who thinks about parties?
In a couple of years' time, Breaking Bad pants. I know.
He won't wear those to the party.
I don't have them. I had to buy a pack of 5. It's really bad.
Yeah, this year, in 2023, we're going to be around the 17th to the 27th. We're going to be in Turkey. We're going to be in Istanbul. We're going to see our Dalian family, and then we're going to go to Dekafok in Manavgat. So we'll be around. So we will.
Somebody, there you go. Look, Roman Rob. He drove in China without a guide, but he was in a Chinese vehicle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's different if you're in a UK vehicle.
How exciting! Our community is filled.
Count us in. Motorheim with us.
Adventurers. Yay!
Luca and Sarah, they're coming.
Absolutely.
Mr. and Mrs. P are going to come.
Obviously. How do MOTs work if you don't come back? Oh, the MOT is only valid for if you try to buy insurance on a vehicle, on a British vehicle in Europe or for the UK.
Yeah, when we were in Turkey, it doesn't. I mean, theoretically,
well, it's not valid, is it? An MOT outside
it doesn't work. It doesn't work outside Europe
because you only need an MOT because it's a safety inspection to say that you can buy insurance. We don't need that anywhere outside Europe. That's why we take Trudy to a garage. We get her checked out. We get her maintained.
Yeah, in different countries, like when we get to Japan, they do their own safety inspection on arrival.
Yeah. And we buy insurance at that point for a Japanese insurance on their roads. So
they're all up for a party.
You can't buy insurance for Japan in England. It just doesn't work.
No.
We regularly get comments saying we were trying to buy insurance for Turkey and we can't get it fully comp. And unless you're an expat in the UK, in Turkey, with specific, in fact, there's what's it called, Doc Martin. There's a website. If you go to Turkey and you want fully comp, I think
that's
Doc
good.
Martin
Doc Martin's
will
good.
give you information. But most of the insurance that we buy is just third party
On the border.
fire and theft, and sometimes it's just third party.
It just makes you legal, basically.
It makes you legal and protects people, and that's all you need to do. So yeah. Party in Turkey is best. Well, we'll have one there as well.
Can't wait to see you back in Northern Ireland. Yeah. I love that.
In fact, I was talking to Barbara
Barb from
Donegal. Because we went swimming with the Chunky Dunkers. And
our baby's allowed to the party.
Of course. There will be a hotel room, and if you and baby get tired, you can go away and come back, and of course babies are welcome. But babies will be dancing all day.
Yeah, that's my vision, you see, because the hotel, I used to work in the hotels, and they have big function rooms, like dinner and dances. So I thought, well, we get a special rate for the rooms. Everybody can book their own room. We get a ticket to cover the food, no profit needed, and we'll just all get together, get a DJ, have a bit of a party. Tell stories about the travels, meet everybody, and I'll get somebody else to film it. Yeah,
Lucia will have a princess dress. It will be absolutely fine. It will be wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'll feel like a party by the time I get there.
A day. So, what else do we have to say?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really followed my list because I've just been too busy talking.
But I wanted to thank our creative friends, and in no particular order, because I just literally.
Thank you very much, Karen.
Eva, obviously, Overlani Sophia, Ben and Cheska, Theo and B Indie Projects, Amy and Craig King in it, Drew and Brittany, Mr. and Mrs. Adventure, Lilas and Maria, who are also moderating for us as well. Mwah, thank you
rock stars. You're all rock stars.
And Luca and Luce from Leave Everything and Wonder, who you will know are in the house. F&A Van Life, thank you guys, and we're hoping to see you. There is a big meetup, Van Life meetup.
Begin first week of Feb.
Yeah.
Anybody down in Baja? We're going to be there.
Yeah, Gemma and Campbell from Highlands to Hammocks. Stephen and Karen from Lakeside Roasters. I will put the picture of the prize that people can win. Ursel and Elif are very dear friends in Istanbul. We love
sending
you.
Turkish delight.
And there's some other bits coming as well. So we'll do that. We'll pull that.
And it's just £15. I say just because Christmas has just gone, but it's £15. Just donate it. We'll put your name in a hat, and it will all be good. And it's all going to a wonderful
Avni.
Oh, Avni. You're a legend.
Tayfun. Oh, I'm going to cry again now.
Thank you to everybody who's donated. You're making Marianne emotional.
Hillary Whiston, Tayfun, thank you. Therese, thank you. Anthony Jones and Avni. And
I say it. This is the beauty of social media, because when we were young, growing up in the 70s or 80s or whatever, we didn't have the power of this.
No.
We didn't have the power to spread a message.
And everyone says how evil social media is, and it can be.
It can be.
It doesn't have to be. And you are all making that happen. So thank you very much.
There you go.
Avni, though, if you win one of the prizes, I'm going to bring it
over
to Mozambique.
I'm coming to Mozambique while you're there.
I've always wanted to come, so we're going to have to make that.
If you've been watching us for a while, and we had the villa, one of our followers let us stay in a villa in Kaş in Turkey.
Oh yeah.
And Mick and Trudy came.
Yeah.
Teresa, and Avni and Sybil came, and they're all on the videos. So that's nice.
What lovely friends. I think that's part of the world going round, isn't it? It's just having good people surrounding you. There's a lot of talk about like mental health and surrounding yourself with positive people. I think that's true. I think it's absolutely true. So
and New Year brings new things. So we're excited. We're excited to share. So let's dip back in, see if anybody's got any questions,
or if you're concerned about something or worried about what we're going to do, or greetings. When are you going back to El Salvador? We're going to the Little Thumb. We will go back at some point because we were
thinking about driving down through Central America and trying to see if China opens to buy some more time.
Nick Thomas, is your birthday today, and you're
having happy birthday,
crazy
Nick.
Mental health breakdown over Christmas. So not. So I want everybody to say
happy birthday to Nick.
Happy Christmas, happy birthday, and happy New Year to Nick. because you're going to have a lovely day with us today. And thank you so much for being part of one of our members, because you're awesome and part of the family. So start planning. We've got a party in Turkey, a party in England. So yeah, make it happen.
How did
Come
Trudy
join
get her
us.
name? I answered that already. My niece.
Yeah.
My niece decided to call her Trudy the Tread Fan.
Happy
How many
birthday.
miles have you travelled so far in Trudy? We bought
Send
her.
me an email.
We bought Trudy at 40,000 miles, maybe
Ish,
42.
give or take.
And she's now on. She was on. She hit 100,000 as we crossed into
Oh.
Oregon, and she's now on 116,000. So we've done 16,000 since just before we hit Vancouver.
Oh, happy birthday, Nick. Look, everyone's putting happy birthday, Nick. That is so sweet.
There you go, Nick.
Yay!
Spread you a bit of joy there.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Thanks, community. You're awesome. We love you. That's just so
Glad
special,
you're able
isn't
to
it?
have Vilt. Yeah, we've loved dog times. We used to always have dogs, and it's nice just to have that bit of.
I'll show you a photo I sent.
Does
Eva.
Trudy have aircon? She
has-
does actually. When you're driving, she does, but she doesn't when you're stationary, which is why when we were on the south coast of Turkey and it was 45 degrees C, it was a little bit warm. My first live stream, there must be something about you guys that make us want to follow your adventure. Thanks, Brian. Well, hopefully I mean, why do you watch? Let us know in the comments. Why do you watch? Hopefully we give you a bit of information, improve your day, make you feel entertained, show you the world. And if there's anything you ever want us to show in videos, we love feedback. So feel free popping in the comments of the videos and stuff like that.
So this is a photograph. Bearing in mind we're looking after Eva's dog and we have to continue the training and not be naughty.
Jules, yes, we are coming back to California.
This is a photo I sent Eva.
Ah, that's Chris doing his start. Oh, we're back to the Breaking Bad scene again, aren't we?
Look at that. Look at Bill. We came back from a walk. I just towel dried him because we've been in the water. And then
He's
he
naughty in the
jumped.
morning. He jumps up to say hello.
Yeah, he really is. He's just so. I've loved having him. I'm going to miss him so dreadfully.
I watch for when Marianne talks in Animal Talk.
Ah.
Should we get her to do her turkey noise? Vilk will come and jump on you if you do
Yeah,
that.
he
I
will.
think,
He will jump on me. I'm not going to. Maybe. I think it's because
of what you were
when
doing.
the kids were little, we didn't do like McDonald had a farm. We used to do like any animal, anything that was like. So we'd like do an elephant. It was like. So we used to do. I've just always done animal noises with the kids because it's funny and
Which
silly.
GoPro do I use? I got an 8 and a 9. I got 2. Greedy, aren't I? 2.
Jack Finn.
Jack
Inspiration
Finn.
driving around the world. You've got this. You can do this.
I thought of the turkey. Yeah, she does that very well.
Well, we used to have a pet turkey called George.
And she used to call him.
I used to call him.
She does it very good.
Yeah.
Our granddaughter loves it. Why do I watch? Because I find it funny. Probably Marianne. She's funny. And epic places. We like trying to find those unusual places. And we were talking like we're going to try and find more and more like...
Has anyone been to Slab City? Have you been to Slab City?
Mr. Beast went there.
Did you do it? Have you seen Slab City?
Has anybody Google Slab City? We spent the night there.
It was fun. It's the
The
US
food.
last lawless place.
Yeah, how many people like the food? Do you want a Mexican food video down in Baja? We can go and eat our way around.
I could do that. I could do a video on Mexican food.
Another smile.
Although I
That's
don't like
the one.
beans, but I like
Mummy
everything
Joss
else.
eating cheese or having to go to the doctor. Merry Christmas. Mexican food.
Oh, Mexican food.
How many tires have you gone through? This is our second lot.
Yeah.
To be honest, the Michelin tires we got are really good, but we can't get replacements
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah. Darren, who is one of our friends and followers, we did a video where we went to stay with him, with Arabelle and Piggy. He's got a lovely piece of land down on the Jurassic coast. of
Where
the
are
UK.
you right now?
And he actually gave us, when we first started off, he gave us a set of Michelin cross-climate tyres, and we've stuck with them because he researched it, found them, and we've absolutely loved them. We have bought one new set, but we're struggling to find them in North America, so we can get them in Japan. So we'll do that.
Isn't Slab City dangerous?
Nick,
It can be.
It can be, and it has got a bit of a dodgy reputation. But we had a
You
great
wait till the
time.
video will come out. I'm just trying to think. The next video.
We ran out of time really, so we only got to sleep there one night. But I would have stayed longer. It was the people there were really cool. Obviously, there are some real crackpots that are high on drugs and could be dangerous.
Somebody I just saw.
But other
Yeah, Nick,
people are just people that are trying to find their place in society and just try and find, some kind of space they can call home and their own. So
Ed Van Life's in Turkey. Look.
Yeah, I think. Are you back now? Are you back
No.
from Turkey? Are they still there? Heading. Kuyukoi. Nice. Enjoy.
Turkey's
Yeah,
amazing in the van.
we loved it.
Definitely.
In fact, we've heard that Japan is very van life friendly. So, in fact, somebody said chapter by chapter, Philly and Keely, they are over there at the moment. They've rented a van and they're going round. So I messaged them. Our Patreons told us about them. So I went over and I've messaged them and I've spoken to them. And yeah, we're excited to go. Apparently, it's really cool.
Oh, thank you, Neil and Britt.
Neil and Britt, thank you very much. Keep inspiring.
Very
and doing
inspiring.
such great things.
Thank you. Michelin Cross Climate, I saw Suzanne right. Yes, they are Michelin Cross Climate. That's the tyres we've got at the moment.
But Trudy's got a 15-inch wheel.
Louise says I need to drive more.
No, she did. No, please.
She won't let me drive.
No, we'll have none of that. Why? I'm a better driver.
And to be honest, it's like I say, if I did all the driving, how many people would say Marianne needs to drive?
Yeah.
So we don't have blue jobs and pink jobs. She likes to drive, and she's a better driver than me.
Yeah.
I always had a motorbike, and she's a better driver than me. But if you give her the camera while I'm driving, the videos will be all shaky, and you'll be going, "Who the hell filmed your videos?"
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have responsibility.
Because I do the editing.
Yeah.
When I'm filming, it's like all planned in my head, so I know what shots I need to make that story. Usually. Yeah. But when Marianne's doing it, I'm like, "Oh, can you film that? Oh, yeah, we need to show that."
But if I need you to do it for me,
I drove back from the Arctic Ocean.
Yeah. When we went up to the Arctic Ocean, if you haven't seen that, we managed to road trip with our friend Sam and
1,000 miles on a dirt road,
and it was one of the best road trips we've done, up into the Arctic Circle, and then up into the Arctic Ocean, and then we jumped in the Arctic Sea. Chris has a heart condition, so I wouldn't let him go all the way in.
I ran up to my waist.
So I did it. I took one for the team, and I actually felt really ill afterwards, didn't I? So Chris did the 3-4 days driving back, which is 1,000 miles at 15 to 35 miles an hour. So he did that.
Do you have a DAB radio?
Boy.
Oh, Kathy, thank you.
Thank you very much.
One
That's
penny
really
at a
sweet.
time.
Thank you.
We
do have a DAB radio, but it doesn't work.
It doesn't really work, and it's like
properly.
I don't think. I think the aerial's dodged. So it's like we've got an MP3 player which I downloaded like loads of music on, like 200 tracks.
Yeah, and we know them all by heart.
We just keep listening to them on random. And yeah, we're probably so out of date with what's on the radio now because we just.
Trudy and Dennis from Kiddie. Thanks for being so uplifting. You're welcome. When we get back to the Ugly Duck, we'll have to have another meetup. That would be really, really cool.
I interrupt you a lot.
Yes, you do. But I interrupt you.
You do.
Because we do. The problem is, when some couples finish each other's sentences, we just in fact, what did I say last night? I said something and I said, we're in sync. And then you looked at me and I went, no, we're insane. Because we say things at exactly the same time.
My brain's funny because when I start thinking about something, I just say it.
It's very funny.
So I don't normally wait until somebody's finished talking. Yeah. It's just one of my things.
In fact, if anybody who's worked with Chris before, they'll tell you he's very loud. And that's not because he's angry, it's because he's deaf.
In one ear.
He's deaf in one ear, so he shouts. And then people say he just talks over you. And again, it's to do with his deafness. And one of his colleagues, Nikki, used to call you Rare. Because Chris has a thought, and if he doesn't say it, he'll forget it. So he will just talk until the message comes out.
Yeah.
And that's why it comes back to we've been married a long time.
We understand each other.
We're very happy. We understand each other. I don't take offense because it's about understanding the other person that you're with. So we're very lucky.
What have you learnt on the road? Oh, so
much. But we're
much.
very flexible.
I would say that the world is a beautiful place and that all people are the same because it doesn't matter which country you go to, everybody wants the same. Health, wealth, security, you know, husband, wife, daughter, you know, food on the table, whatever. It's like everybody, like the essence of life is the same for every culture. It's just sometimes the politics confuse things, but we're not going to talk politics.
But the other side to what Chris is saying, and he'll agree with this as well, is everybody's different, and that's okay. Because
I want your mad laugh for my
everybody,
ringtone. Is that mine or hers? Because we've both got mad laughs.
Because everybody brings something to the party, whether you're good at organizing, whether you're good at cleaning up, whether you're good at, you know, turning the lights on, or making the food, or just organize, you know, anything. It doesn't matter what you're good at. We need all of those skills. So I would say that it's great that everybody is different and everybody can do anything. Louise Stevens, thank you. Kerry Morris, thank you. Jacqueline Grumbuck, thank you for your donation. That's just super. Thank you.
Chris, your laugh is madder. Yeah. Okay, we're going to have a vote in the side now. Is Chris's mad funnier than Marianne's?
It's definitely you. It's definitely you.
Chris's laugh. I kind of do a laugh. Don't I?
Yeah, you do. It's like some kind of mad guy. But yeah, so we're really grateful to everybody, and I'm just thinking we should probably wrap it up soon, Chris, unless there are questions that you want to ask. Can we see Bill before you go? Of course you can. In fact, I think he's just finished his.
Chris, definitely your laugh, Chris. Oh, there you go. Tread the globe, Chris's ringtone. Good boy. Vilk. I'm making you all seasick. There you go.
There's Bill. There's Bill.
Are you going to say hi to everybody, Vilk?
Look at him. He's so lovely. He's honestly such a lovely boy. Who's that? And he gives the best kisses.
I've just been washed.
Don't you? Do you give the best?
Good boy.
You give the best kisses.
We're gonna miss him.
Yeah, we are gonna miss him. He's been so good. Between he just sleeps and has naps, and then
we run him down the beach.
On your face, you've got like a little snot or something. So yeah, we've had a lovely time on the beach, just hanging out, and it's
good night, Sarah and Luca.
Good night, Sarah.
They're going. You've got to put that beautiful little girl to bed.
Yeah.
Well, he's gotten so big. He's big.
He is big.
He's big.
He is. 9 months.
He'll keep ever. Chris's laugh.
9 months. Yeah.
Chris laughs louder, but Marianne's is hilarious.
Is this a Kango?
I might.
No. I would have a Kango.
Maybe I should just do. Or maybe I should just do a video of all like the funny moments in the videos and put them all together. Oh, that's a lot of work, isn't it? I'm just thinking of like 5 minutes of Marianne laughing would set me off.
Yeah.
Well, so many comments.
There's so many comments.
Is that Eva's dog? Yes, it is. We're dog sitting for Eva. She's back tomorrow.
Yeah. In fact, one of the prizes.
Chris has got the maddest laugh. I do have a funny laugh, maybe. Although I'm used to it. One of the prizes. Oh, you're going to show Eva's book. She's made these very cool books.
These very cool. In fact, I said to her I might steal this idea. She's got these little journals that she sells, and she's given us one as a prize. And they're all handmade, and they all have like photos and quotes. And how blooming cool is that? It's absolutely, I love it.
It's very good.
And so you've got journals. So whether you're journaling about, I just love it. Isn't that just such a pretty book? The world belongs to the brave.
So yeah, so if you donate, you might have a chance of winning that.
And then she's given us some stickers and other bits. So because we've been together, I've physically got these ones that we'll send out.
Wilk means wolf in Polish. That's why he's called Wilk.
Yeah. And we're hoping to meet up with Ben and Cheska as well before we leave Mexico or in that area. But yes, we are.
Where are we off to next? We're going to spend a month doing the sort of bottom loop of Baja, and we're thinking of trying to do a food video and trying to find some cool little places to eat and maybe a little bit off the beaten track. I don't know. We haven't really researched that much. And then at the beginning of February, there's a big van life meetup just outside of La Paz down here in Baja. Where there's a few days of music and loads of bands and stuff. So we thought we'll go and do that for a bit and join all the youngsters. And then February when we're either going to go up Baja, or if we can, we're looking into getting the boat across to mainland Mexico and then going up the coast.
It looks like some people are having problems with their sound. Some is okay, some is not. Somebody suggested coming off and then coming back on again. I don't know, but we'll probably wrap it up now. And we're going to, would you like us to do another live in maybe 3 months' time, because we'll know a bit more, or maybe in 4 months' time, or maybe from Japan? Maybe we should do a live from Japan once we've got there and Trudy arrives in Japan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should definitely do that. Sound okay in Mozambique?
Yes,
I think it's yeah, we'll do a live streams. We try and do them like every maybe 3 or 4 a year. Because if we do them too regularly, you'll all get sick of us.
You get bored.
Oh, there's that laugh again. Sounds okay in Canada.
Sounds okay. Oh, there
Sounded
you go.
good in Texas.
Oh, so it's okay. Okay.
Okay.
I was worried that everybody suddenly couldn't hear us.
Well, all right, guys. We want
Yeah.
to say a massive thank you to everybody and
all of you for your
your
donations.
legends.
I'll just
and,
quickly check this again.
If you haven't donated and you can afford £15 to help a good cause,
Sandra Duffield, Neil Kirby, thank you very much.
and we'll be doing the draw. We'll probably do a little. Maybe put it on Instagram and Facebook or
Instagram,
something.
Facebook. I'll put it on. I'll type all the names out and put the prize that you've won, and then if you can email me,
We'll message you through GoFundMe, won't we? Can you message? You can send messages through GoFundMe.
I can.
So if we send a message
that's
on
such a good
GoFundMe
idea.
to say congratulations,
Great.
whoever you've won this, can you send us your
Great.
address?
You are.
And then we'll get them sent to you. That's the easiest thing. But we can do the draw live. We'll put all the names in a hat, shake them up, and we'll
write them
draw
down.
them.
I'll do a list on the newsletter. I'll do a list. I'll contact you through this, and once we've got all the names and emails, then we'll do a post and share it. And if we get any more gifts, I'll put them on the GoFundMe page as well. But thank you for your support.
Oh,
And there is a
Paul and Fiona.
Hi, Paul and Fiona. There will be some big party announced. When we get back to the UK, we'll do a meet, and when we're in Turkey, we'll do a meet. So yeah, we won't have Trudy, but we'll be there. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for spending some of your festive periods with you.
To all of you. And I hope, we hope that 2023 is the year for you, and that you get as much adventure as you can handle, because that's important.
Don't put it off.
Don't put it off.
There you go. Bye, guys.